welcome back to episode 2 of my abroad diaries in Copenhagen. After my first week settling in and experiencing lots of ups and downs, a bunch of friends came to the city to visit, and we spent such a nice couple of days sharing the excitement of discovering a new city together. This was a really fun week filled with restaurant outings, museums, and some of my favorite people. Pippa and Bianca were visiting from Sweden for a few days, so we took them to a few spots we discovered the week prior. We started the day with some pastries to fuel up before going to the good thrift spots. Decades is my favorite shop. I found the coolest long skirt here on this day, and they just have such great pieces here.
Oh, I like those. They all hate them. Like, look at the back. How do you go to a dentist?
We went back to Prague, then stopped by a by-the-pound curated thrift store where Brie got a nice leather coat.
That is not cool. I just need
On our way home, we grabbed some pastries from St. Peter's Bakery, the oldest bakery in Copenhagen.
Went up downtown. Went up downtown.
Take 2. Good evening. We're finally going to Fabro. I've been wanting to go since I literally got off the plane, but I couldn't taste for so long. First time eating out in Copenhagen. I'm so excited. My expectations are so high because I feel like they know how to make food here. I feel like it's a very foodie city, and I hope that I'm right because I've been cooking pasta at home for the past week, and I'm just ready for some gourmet pasta, for something a bit better. So excited. I'm in my big puffy warm jacket. We went thrifting today. We went to a bunch of the same spots, so I didn't really film much, but we did try a couple new places, including Decades. I found this insane skirt. 400 Danish krones, so like 80 bucks. Thrifting here, that's just the price you're gonna pay. A bit more expensive than Montreal, just because it's all curated. Yeah, let's go, let's have a fun night.
We went to Fabro for dinner, this cool pasta joint with a purple tinted bar / waiting area next door. The ambiance was so inviting, warm, and fun. I could have spent all night waiting here.
No, this is
I tried the pomodoro pasta, which came with a beautiful lathering of stracciatella on top. It was mind-blowingly good, the perfect comfort food after a week of tasteless dining and peanut butter rice crackers. I have an inkling I will become a regular here.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
The girls got carbonara. This was such a lovely day in Copenhagen.
I actually, oh, there's that.
Next morning, we grabbed some breakfast at home. This was before I turned into a pastry girl, so I got margarita pizza while everyone else opted for sweet treats. We people watched and went over the previous night's events as we cobbled up our food.
You asked me when I leave. How was it? Would you say we could see him tonight? This song in Monte Carlo. Oh my god. Life is beautiful. You're beautiful. Bria's not having it. I have no idea what she's saying.
Afterwards, we walked towards Nyhavn and towards the water, where we sat and took in some much-needed sun.
Oh, it's so pretty! god.
So
You got excuses for everything. I'm the muse, you can't steal my wind. Put a pin in it, set your lips on the real eclipse.
Good morning. We are trying to go to Apotec this morning.
the next morning, we went to Apotec 57 for breakfast. This spot is super popular and rightfully so. The interior is so cozy and bright with plants and pretty ceramic aligned along the walls. It's a spot that embraces the communal and comforting aspects of eating and dining as it gathers people on its long tables and warms them up with candles. Girls got the classic Danish breakfast, which consists of bread, whipped butter, Dambo cheese, and a creamy hard-boiled egg. I tried their cinnamon bun, which was so warm and gooey. I will be back to try their focaccia. Back home, I read The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I actually inhaled. Such a heart-wrenching and beautiful story told through the lens of innocence. I honestly don't know how else to describe it. He talks a lot about his friends graduating and sweet moments they've spent together and how it's all coming to an end. He also uncovers memories he had forgotten as we move through the book and as he finds himself. It's just an incredible book and a great book for beginner readers. It's such a page turner, such an easy read. It's just amazing.
Oh my.
The next day, Brie and I went to thrift some home goods and I picked up some books, all of which I have since decided are not really for me and I will not be reading, unfortunately. We walked into the city center and browsed in Woodwood before grabbing a quick smoothie at 42 Raw. Very great.
There you go. Oh my god. And I flung my body.
We wandered all the way to Road Cours to get some vases for our flowers. This is Breeze chilling in my room to get some sun.
First day of school. So excited to see what the vibe is, see what the class is like. I'll tell you more about all of it later, but I'm running kind of late, so let's go.
On February 14th, I ran to class really quickly before running back to meet Henry for dinner at Scarpetta. This Italian restaurant had Sicilian ceramic plates hung on the wall and was lively with sounds of conversations floating through the room. We ordered limoncello spritzes to start. Hot take, these are infinitely better than Aperol Spritz, and this is coming from an avid Aperol Spritz drinker. They are so fresh and so good. I love them. We shared burrata to start, which was drizzled with olive oil, and both got pizzas as mains, which were fantastic. The crust was so chewy, it was delectable. I was actually filled to the brim, so I got a certain someone to carry me part of the way home. It was either that or someone was rolling me all the way home. On our last morning in Copenhagen before heading to London, we walked to Anderson and Meyert for some pastries and coffee. Their cinnamon buns are out of this world. Henry tried this chocolate pastry that was so gorgeous and so decadent. Running on a sugar high, we wandered around Norbro and browsed through shops, stopping in the Acne archive store where I fell in love with this hat. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I'm actually the most unimpulsive buyer, if that's a word, on this planet, which is a good thing most of the time, but yeah, forever in my heart. There's a lot of good thrifting in this area, more curated too, which is nice.
Those colors.
We later got some pre-dinner pizza at this random joint before heading to the Nicolaj Kunstei exhibition. We had lots of fun discovering the colorful little boxed rooms and listening to different sounds in earphones. We then headed to the waterfront for a boat tour. This was during the Copenhagen light show, so we got to see all the installations around the city from the boat windows. It was so nice to just sit down and watch the coast, take in the water, and pass under bridges. For dinner, we went to this Italian restaurant, which was a bit of a faux pas. The vibe was really lovely, but our main courses weren't great. Drinks, however, were mega sized, and the dessert was succulent. We head to London the following morning, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.